We are go.
We are a go, J Party. So we got I am Aphrodisi Shack.
That's right. Here with J Party, at J Party Z on the old Twitters. And here we are, game two here against Five Alive versus Clinkz Eastwood, and a rough game one for Clinkz Eastwood, getting trounced on there. In a really quick game, was that under 20 minutes too? They're real fast. We'll see what they change in this draft. I don't know. They went for such a safe composition. 3 supports, 1 early game carry and 1 late game carry. Still just got crushed in the early to mid game there. I don't know, Shaq. What do you do? I think they're going to try to play a little greedier and just say risk it.
Yeah, they're gonna have to do something where it's early game, right? They're probably gonna say, we gotta get a few stuns this time, guys.
Radiant team ban.
And do something where they can actually get a few towers, get a few good engagements early on. When you take that PA, you're really stuck until level 6, and even there, she's not gonna do much until probably 9 or 10.
I'd like to see one of the teams here try to jump into the jungle, utilize that place for golden experience there. They both just played such standard compositions in lane, and Five Alive just did it better. The 2-1-2 split, powerful duos in lanes. It was just an easy game for them.
Yeah, hopefully they, they did some push-ups in between the match. They got some blood flowing, and they're gonna get back into this game. Push-ups, the huge inter-match ritual founded during the Rektreational. Really helps the teams.
It does, it does. It helps you get pumped there. Standard bans so far, but they pick up the Abaddon on round 2. The respect ban always makes you feel good when you're the hero that gets the respect ban. You know you did your job right when they're wasting a ban on you. Tons of OP heroes still in the pool, though. This could be so big. Shadow Shaman, though, they love it. It's such a good support. I love Shadow Shaman, too. Exact same pickups. If it ain't broke, why fix it? Shadow Shaman Warlock, those guys are great. These guys loving the supports. There's still a lot of super strong heroes on the field here. I can't believe they're not going for those big ultra carries. Still just playing it safe here. Don't want to give away any compositions.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Those 2 big AoE ults from Warlock and subsequently Shadow Shaman, letting them just get those same 2 characters again, they're really going to have to
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah.
5 seconds.
Oh,
Silencer.
nice.
There's a new hero. I like it. We'll see what they do. I wonder if they'll send a mid there.
Yeah, that global ult is going to come in huge. It's really going to help them be able to turn that fight. You see a Warlock or a Shaman pop up, you pop that global silence, and then you just wreck that team in those 5 to 6
seconds.
So strong as a counter initiate. I love Silencer when you see those big heroes jump in for the high impact plays, and then the silence comes out. Huge counter initiate potential. Such a strong hero, man. A strong Silencer gets ahead of you. I just can't believe the damage he's able to put out, stealing that intellect. He's just such a good hero. Final ban on Doom. No one likes Doom. Once again, a strong hero can be played in the jungle. Just so efficient, so hard to deal with. What is the answer to a hero that just removes one other hero from the game? Not much.
Yeah, the answer is you run away.
Yeah, just, oh man, hope I live. Not a lot you can contribute to the team fights. So much utility. I love Doom. Good to see him not in this game here. And then Luna.
Radiant team.
Strange pick. Not trending right now. They go for it anyway, though. They just hate those out-of-control carries. Luna is strong. I will say, if she gets a little bit of an early game lead and she keeps her farm up, she absolutely spirals out of control, can farm every jungle camp so efficiently, including Ancients, so early on.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel like that was a little bit random.
5 seconds remaining.
I mean, it's hard. They didn't really have any particular hero that crushed them in the first game. They just got outplayed in lane with just standard 2-hero stun combinations.
Ban.
The Viper getting removed. That's a good decision. Viper's just hard to deal with. Viper just does so much damage early on, is so strong in lane, quite the bully against nearly every hero. Get rid of it. Don't deal with it.
10 seconds remaining.
Yeah, I mean, Viper was doing some work last game, but that offlane Viper is so strong. J Party, you yourself have been a master of that offlane Viper.
I love it. Well, it goes with play at
time.
this levels. These people aren't pros, but they also have a great sense of the game. So you reach a funny point in the skill cap where you just want to not do what's expected. Everyone here is watching the international, watching the tournaments. They know what the pros will look like, and they're trying to emulate that. I love Viper because he kind of just throws a kink in the gears of anyone doing what's the standard meta. He's just so strong in lane. He throws off what you're used to. Absolutely can crush in a 1v2.
Ooh, and
yeah,
the Void ban.
The Void and the Sky Wrath on the other team there.
The Wombo combo.
Yeah, we'll see. Ooh, and a Wraith King. They liked him the first game. They'll try him again here. And this team actually changing nothing. No order, no heroes. Why don't they just start banning what they picked last game here?
Yeah, I'm not really sure what the strat is here. We got Shaman and Wraith again, so it's going to be some nice stuns. We're going to be able to lock them down, get that Warlock ult up. There's just a lot to be scared of with those
High
spells.
impact heroes. That's what I always say about this skill level. High impact, huge AoEs. Shadow Shaman,
remaining.
Warlock, Wraith King. All big AoE heroes. That Wraith King ult so easy to get off.
5 seconds remaining.
Earthshaker.
And the Earthshaker, mixing it up.
Radiant
I love
team
Earthshaker. Great hero. Super high skill cap though. Dangerous on a team that looked like they got really outplayed last
That's
game.
the whole team.
And there we
Jay
go.
Barty.
They didn't interrupt any of it. Playing against the exact same comp. And they think this team is going to be able to take it on. I like the Earthshaker at least, because they're so reliant on melee positioning on 5 Alive. Earthshaker can absolutely divide these fights super easily with a good... Hey! Shaq!
Oh
This team
my
was designed
god,
after you!
they did it the first game with
You're
PA, and then they're throwing me a Drow. This is just, it's good to see. I love Drow. Believe it or not, I think the game just turned in Clinkz Eastwood's favor. You know what I mean? I think they got this one in the bag with that Drow pick.
So OD, the final ban on 5 Alive, not sure about that, but I guess they're thinking they don't have a mid yet, even though I think they might send Silencer mid, looking at this team comp.
So what's scary about this bottom team,
10
as we saw last game, is once they hit 6, they're really going to just start hammering away.
5
They're
seconds.
going to start
Super
taking
tanky.
towers. They're going to just become an unstoppable force if they're all working in
Radiant
synergy.
team
Now
pick.
they can disrupt that. They've got 2 strong silences on the other team with Drow's Gust, Silencers. Oh, Silencer actually got a few silences.
Yeah, bunch of tools, as his name implies.
Yeah, you know, they named him well.
And a Slark.
Oh,
An interesting final pick
Dire
there.
team pick.
So who are
Slark.
they missing? Who was the 5th on the last game? They replaced the Abaddon. That's right.
That
They
was
lost
it.
the Abaddon.
That was
That
it.
was the ban they drew.
The respect
Go with the
band.
Slark instead.
Very similar hero.
It
I
is
would
a
like
similar
to say.
hero. I think Slark a better version even. I love his grapple, so strong. That leap locks people down for so much longer than you think. Is the ability steal so powerful, and of course he can break any sort of
10
CC.
seconds
Slark,
remaining.
absolutely one of my favorite heroes.
Phantom.
Oh boy,
PA with the
you
Drow.
gotta be kidding me. That is quite the team. I kind of respect Clinkz Eastwood a lot for this this team right here. That's 2 very hard hitting carries.
It is,
that they picked.
and you know, I dislike those heroes so much, Shaq. I always give you a lot of shit when we play. The heroes just don't offer a lot of utility through their moves. Their only strength becomes their farm, and they're already fighting an uphill battle because they just got so outplayed last game.
Prepare
Where
for
once
battle.
again, you have a whole team of hard stuns on 5 Alive, except for the Slark, who is one of the most potent lockdowns around. And they're just having a hard time dealing with it in these standard lanes. So I'm super intrigued to see how Clinkz Eastwood divides. We see Drow quickly heading up mid.
Yep.
I kind of thought they might send the Silencer mid, but no, they're going to try the Drow out. I don't know. No, we'll see. It's going to be a big player in this fight. Drow needs to do well in mid, needs to win this fight. Up against it looks like it's going to be a Slark here. Dan Tack on Slark, and he was their mid last game. We're going to see it again here. Man, I like Slark, Shaq.
I know you like Slark. You like Slark so much. You just got a golden Slark from the old.
I got one of the little demigod sets from Valve. I can't believe I got a single one, and I got the gold Slark. Super
30
awesome.
seconds to
Here we
battle.
are.
Nothing like making your defense.
Oh, cut out just a little bit there, Suze.
Oh,
Sorry about
getting-
that.
Getting some Skype issues.
We'll fix it. Using the ultra wide angle right now. Love that they added that to Dota. It's just really cool to see the game from this
Slark
perspective.
running a Drow Ranger here. Oh, misses the jump. Oh, it's so weird. I got to do it right. Like, so sad. And now he's in a little bit of trouble here. Wants to run from the Drow. Oh, don't go up this hill, Drow.
Oh
The
no.
battle
No.
begins.
Thankfully has another 10 seconds on cooldown still. And oh, if the Shadow Shaman can get one step closer, watch the cut angle. Whew, Drow Rangers. So close there. If that Slark didn't miss the leap. Rough thing. Trying to predict a little bit of juking there. Drow does not juke. Running directly back there. Good dodge. Gets to stay in it. And once again, the ranged hero gets an early catch, or gets caught early on in mid, behind. And this is exactly what happened in the first game and put Abaddon in such a good spot, is they caught that Viper early on, warmed down, and then the mid just could play aggressive. Happens again right here with Drow Ranger.
Yeah, let's take a quick look at the lane. So bottom, we've got Witch Doctor and Silencer versus a Wraith
Wait some
and a
more.
Warlock. I kind of like that. The mana drain from Silencer could be huge against that Wraith.
Yeah. Big heals from Warlock. He's always a pain to deal with. I love support Warlock. I bet focus on that Shadow Word So much utility, both offensively and defensively. I think Warlock's just a good hero. Wraith King as well. An early Illusion Rune just to mitigate a lot of that early damage here from a double ranged comp there. Definitely safe with the double range here. Unlike top lane running double melee against the tried and true combo of the Shadow Shaman and the Sven here. They're going to need to do more than this. If they're really going to let this Sven just free farm again, they're off to a terrible start.
Yeah, I'm not sure what the look is here. You know, PA's going to stay back. I guess if she gets shackled by Shaman, Earthshaker could follow it up and break her free. But it's not going to be easy for them up top.
Yeah, we'll see again. I want to see if the PA levels different moves this time. Last game, going for the blur as sort of like primary level skill. I'm not into that as much. I think you got to be offensive with PA. If you're not winning, you're losing.
If you're not first, you're last.
And that's kind of how I feel with PA here. Dratho holding her own in mid.
Yep.
Up there on the farm, but still being outfarmed by Slark slightly.
First blood.
Slark 6-1, Drow 3-3. Oh, we get a first blood.
Yeah, first blood blot. Well, first blood.
First blood blot.
First blood blot.
Hey, and the team that gets it, Clinkz Eastwood, loving it. Especially on the Wraith King, so important to keep him behind here. If you can force that Wraith King into a submissive spot, it's just such an advantage for your team. He needs a lot of farm to stay super relevant, otherwise he kind of falls off and becomes a support just with that heavy engage on his ult.
Invisibility.
I like it. That's what they need. Silencer can get real beefy, real strong for this team. They're going to need him to just carry out of control here.
Yeah, looks like Five Alive really likes ults that keep their characters alive. You know, they got Wraith and they got Slark, and both of those are just really tough to combat.
Yeah, and that's what they go for, those hyper beef. Oh, this time he lands the lead though from an invisibility rune, and goodbye Silencer.
You'll hear no more from
Goes to the Wraith King. Just like that, he's getting the gold he just lost back again. Well played,
but
by
he
Five
is
Alive.
low.
Oh, man, those turret hits. Oh, man, Witch Doctor should not have cowered in fear so hard. They really had no damage. Could have gotten maybe one more 2 auto attacks off there.
Yeah, and with that, Dro's got mid a bit. And let's see how we're doing on last hits and denies. PA and Drow.
On top of the net worth chart as well. Oh, that Sven just gets another last hit. That's where they need to be, though. Right now, doing all right here, maintaining where they should be on the net worth chart. That's so important for this composition. Because once again, like I mentioned earlier, PA and Drow suffer from the fact that they have no really high impact moves, relying on the right click, relying on out farming your opponent, and that's what's so rough about this team comp. While Sven, on the other hand, gonna be dropping those huge AoE stuns.
And Slark.
Oh, it's Slark.
Able to pick off that Drow. So, and that's the thing with Drow. I mean, really, engaging before level 6 when you have that agility bonus it's possible. It's really helpful to have either a teammate by, because yeah, the frost arrows are great, but that's Slark. He's gonna pick you off.
Yeah, Slark just does so much damage. The pounce hits hard, the Dark Pact hits hard, and with the Essence Shift proccing just a couple times, especially early on, you're gonna see just a huge drain. I mean, each auto attack is just a Iron Branch the opposite direction. I mean, and if you think how effective those are early game, imagine just losing one every auto attack. So brutal.
Yeah, it looks like the people in the chat calling for that Stifler dagger.
Attack.
They really want to see it.
Stiflers. Need to bring back the Stiflers here. What are we looking at on the abilities for Phantom? About to get level 4 here. I'm excited to see where she puts her second ability point. And I'm hoping Stiflers.
Yeah, J-Party, yeah, that Phantom. I going evasion again. Blur.
Going evasion. I don't know if I get it, Check.
I don't
think
get it.
10% chance is all you're getting from that.
With gratitude.
Otherwise, you get a longer duration on the slow. You get a huge damage spike. You get reduction on cooldown on the Stifling Dagger. I don't know about this, Check.
Yeah, I really like to get that Quelling Blade up. Not the Quelling, sorry, the Stifling Dagger.
Forgot the name of your own new move.
I can't believe it. It's really what's going to help her farm, and also it's going to slow them down. I mean, if you keep upgrading that thing, you're going to do a nice bit of dot damage to them, and you just keep pegging them. Especially with someone like a Shaman. If you get a few hits on him, maybe 1 or 2 crits at level 6, he'll be quick to get picked off.
Yeah, unfortunately, just looking at the momentum on the map, top lane and bot lane being very aggressive. Even
Drow
mid, oh,
mid.
misses it though. Oh, that's brutal for
this-
Slark here. Can he escape from Drow? God, he moves pretty quickly, even through the level 3 frost arrows.
Yeah, Drow needs to get those boots up, especially against this Slark.
Yeah,
He's,
boots and the level 6.
yeah, he's just so fast.
Yeah, and the second you lose vision of him, and this is why I love Slark, that ult feels like it's broken there. The second they lose vision of you, you're back to full health. But he decides to run all the way home anyway. I guess he just really wants some mana. Doesn't want to stay out there. It's unfortunate. I think one of Slark's biggest strengths is just that you never need to really return to base here. You're always going to have the HP you need to sustain. But goes back, ports in, wants to go bottom. That's what it was here. And he does get the grab just like that. Slark played it perfectly.
Going for the rebuttal on that Warlock kill, and they get it.
Oh, you were an ugly one.
Yeah, great play by Slark. Can't argue with that. Immediately gets into that lane, gets the grab off with the pounce. Another kill. 3-2 here. Not as bad as before. I think it was 6-1 at this point for that team.
Yeah,
so better.
And looking at net worth, we got PA on top, followed by Slark and Sven. So once again, very similar to last game. I believe PA and Abaddon were both up there.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Yeah, relying on a... Oh, man. Gets him, though. Another kill for the Slark. Oh, so unfortunate. This bot lane's starting to feed a bit here. Getting owned. Unfortunate for them here. Silencer started off strong with that first blood, too. You know, the net worth chart not being bad, though. The PA is where you need her on top of the game's net worth. Unfortunately, then you have Slark and Sven, but Drow, always going to be relevant. That is the beauty of that ult. Even if you get a little behind here, she's just
Radiant's
so strong, such a heavy hitter.
attack.
Doing all right. Needs to get a little bit of map presence eventually here. We see just about no wards on the map. Nope, that is true, 100%. No wards out. Not where you want to be here. No maintenance on the runes. It's unfortunate here as they're going to have one popping up in the next 30 seconds. Just as I say, the rune goes down. Thank you, Witch Doctor. Although, unfortunately, you are now going to die to Ancients.
Oh, my God.
Oh, man. And that... Oh, maybe he jukes them properly there. Nope, the tiny one's still blocking. Cannot drop the aggro. And he's going down.
Will tell.
Oh, such a sacrifice for the one ward. You know, Vision is worth it.
You're not going to see a hashtag worth come up in chat after that one.
We'll see where this rune pops. It is bottom, and they have Vision. We'll see if they get it. I'm hoping for a huge play from the carry in mid. Perhaps Drow needs that regen.
Yeah, it looks like they're itching for a battle top, J Party. They are crowding that tower. They're putting on the pressure. Something's got to give.
Quickly approaching level 6s here, and that is such a big breaking point, and that's why the experience lead matters. If you just hit that 6 and just go hard, usually you get a free kill, and just continue the steamroll here. And everyone just at the edge of 5 here. We'll see who hits those ults first and see if they go for something. And this is unfortunate. See, even PA, that 6 break, not as big on her. The 250% crit damage from the level 1 ult, although a big momentum swing, not as critical as some of these other ults here, particularly Shadow Shaman and
we're
the
looking
Master
bottom.
Ults.
Slark missing the pounce. Oh, and Witch Doctor following up with a big Q. But
Witch Doctor giving them the space they need. They're going to be so reliant on that paralyzing cask to give them room, because this is just such an aggressive duo here.
yeah, if only it was
Slark
level
showing-
6.
Yeah.
Generation.
Especially with that
Radiant's
Slark
middle
popping up
tower
at
is
very
under
inconvenient
attack.
times here. Being very deadly. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Slark gets vision of Drow here. Uh-oh, Courier, be afraid. Oh, what are you doing, Drow?
Ooh, big
That
gust.
silence is not going to last long enough. He's going to get pounced here. He needs to juke his pounce.
Juke.
No,
Oh.
nothing. Doesn't get it. Now he's just like that. He's out here.
Yeah, you can't run in a straight line as Drow.
Gotta be juking.
Time and
Oh,
time
vision.
again, I've found that out. Yeah, you really, and you can juke. I mean, that gust is so strong with the silence and the knockback. It's more utility than most people think it is.
I know she made a mistake. Doubled back there. Thought she could just cut off the Slark and head up to the high ground. Didn't work. The gust cooldown too long, and the silence not long enough, unfortunately.
All right, so we do have a Slark waiting in the grass. Trying to see if he can pick off anyone top. Oh, but Earthshaker does seem to spot him. And I think that may end his little sneakery right there.
Good catch. He's going to just take this jungle, take the pull camp. Not that they're really pulling at all. We've seen, I believe, no pulls and no stacking from either team this game. Trying to just play some basic Dota. And that's fine. Once again, Slark, great at just stealing minions. Doesn't care about any health damage he takes. Relying on that ult to keep him at always full health.
Oof.
Myself
And-
think.
Silencer taken out by the Warlock.
Yeah, this bot lane in a bad spot here. This is where you got to mix stuff up. You can't just send these 2 guys back to lane to die each time. Mix it up, switch lanes, send one of them somewhere else, and rely on one just playing defensively. I don't know. It doesn't matter, but you can't keep playing into this. Bot lane's just been
Dire's
far too
bottom
strong
tower
for
is
5
under-
alive here.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
And Slark going back mid. Trying to take down Drow. Will he get it? Ooh! The gust right at the pounce. He stopped in his tracks, but I think he'll be able to get something off here. Dark Pack?
I know. Oh, a Dark Pack. Gonna remove all those slows, and there's that ult. Oh, so much
Dire's
damage.
bottom tower is under attack.
Oh, the Slark, so strong, and that
Dire's
unfortunate
structures are
repercussion of that ult is you make no forward progress. Will have full health by the time he gets bottom. Perhaps going for a gank, maybe just farming this jungler here.
Yeah, I don't think that's the matchup you want to go. I don't think as a Drow you ever want to take on a Slark solo.
Dire's bottom tower
Yeah.
has fallen.
Too reliant on the AoE, or the, I'm sorry, the damage boost AoE on your ult there.
Yep.
And that Slark is just always going to be in your face. Ain't nothing you can do. So well timed with that Gust, though, not enough. Drow, though, doing a good job maintaining net worth there. Still third in the game, and as I say, it drops down to fourth, of course. That Slark, though, starting to pull ahead, and I've seen a Slark just steamroll out of control in a game. He can almost carry the game on his own. That ult's going to give him so much vulnerability, particularly against a team with not a lot of CC, relying on right clicks so heavily with the PA and the Drow.
But once again, nothing wrong with relying on the right clicks. A lot of people like to talk crap on the right clicks. Oh, we got Slarked up.
Big evasions by Phantom, but not enough. Oh, yes, Earthshaker coming in big there.
Huge with the ult.
Unfortunately, too good to the other side here. The evasion rocking is out of control of this Phantom Assassin, though. Doing a great job here. Yes, going for the Sven. Big crits all day.
Will they be able to catch him?
But unfortunately, this Warlock gets a great catch. Oh, look at it go. There. Fatal Bonds might be enough to take down Phantom Assassin. No, maybe not. Yep, the last minions are going to die, and he makes it out. Hey, you know what? Great play by Clinkz. They get the kill, finally. Earthshaker coming in big there. Dividing that fight right in half, getting a huge stun, interrupting 3 characters there.
Yeah, I'm shaking from that fight, man. Anytime I see a PA get in that position, but that Earthshaker was clutch. Looks like it wasn't a bad pick from the team.
No, absolutely great play. And now they're going to need more of that there. Relying on that Witch Doctor to heal him up here. Don't lose all your mana, though. They're definitely going to need a Paralyzing Cask in that next fight.
Bottom Drow going against Slark again. This is not where they want to be.
Oh, brutal.
Trying to do something.
That pounce cooldown. So short at this level. Oh, more stuns. The lockdown, so important. So many hard-hitting melee characters. 5 Alive doing exactly what they did first game again here. Big stuns, big, heavy, hard-hitting melee characters. It's an effective way to play Dota.
Yeah, I mean, let's take a look at the items. So, like on PA, you know, you really want to wait with time. She's only got a Perseverance, and that's, I think that's the issue, right? Like these guys need to stay back. They need to farm up, while the other team is well on their way to the items they need and getting the gold and all the kills they want.
Once again, level 3 Blur, only level 2 Stiflers.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
The PA build, a little rough here. Let's see what's going on with Earthshaker here. Full Fissures, and only the Aftershock, ignoring Enchanted Totem altogether. It's interesting to ignore moves, especially when you're leveling up the Aftershock. That passive is going to proc every time you use an ability. Interesting to note here.
And we got 4 top now. They're looking to rumble.
Yeah. Oh, but here comes the ult. Where's the rest of the team? The Drow is so out front. What are they doing? Oh, man.
Wow.
And that turns out to be a brutal engage. Earthshaker running right in with no abilities to use. Takes a bunch of hits, and now he dies. Ouch, that one hurt.
Yeah, you thought that they were all there. They're all ready to go in this 4, but they let them get the drop on them. And
Gotta go in one at a time here. There's the cast. And they're all dead, and the bounce catches at the end of the rope here.
You hate to see that happen. That was literally one after the other, after the other. That Warlock ult is proving to be the clutch move of this game.
Yeah.
The initiate is just too strong.
That's what I'm talking about. At this skill level, the 5v5 matchup's all about high impact ults. Easy to land large stuns like that. Particularly Warlock, such a good example. Always gonna matter, always gonna be influential in these fights. And as you see there, Clinkz Eastwood getting decimated.
Yeah, and with that, a huge gold and XP swing. About over 2,000 gold and a little over 5,000 EXP. So that's the steamrolling we're talking about. Once this team gets online, they get moving as 5. It's going to be really hard for the other team to stop them from taking these towers and winning these team fights.
Oh, Clinkz Eastwood again getting caught. Ooh, this time the divide pretty good. They might be able to pick off Slark here, and they do. Such a big catch. He's absolutely the linchpin of this team right now. Once the Slark is gone, they're not going to be nearly as aggressive. Warlock, what are you doing?
Radiant's bottom tower.
Oh, great cast. Oh, yes. Absolutely great play by the Witch Doctor. Who's going to get 2 on that.
I'm eating my own words here.
The PA gets the double kill on it. Even better. Witch Doctor does the work. PA gets the kills. That's actually what you want to see there. putting PA in that #1 spot where she needs to be to stay relevant in these fights.
Yeah, I guess everything I just said there was probably a lie. I don't know what to say about that. The
Yes,
Warlock
we know
ult,
you are a liar.
yeah, well, the Warlock ult was down, right? So they were going in without their strongest initiate, and the Shaman ult was down. So maybe that actually wasn't where they wanted to be.
Earthshaker landed a great divide there. He cut off the rest of the team, but the Slark had already jumped over, so he was committed. It allowed them to single him off, and then the Witch Doctor going a little too aggressive there in the lower jungle, and able to dissect them once again. And this is what we see. You just got to commit as a team here. If you get divided like that, you're just going to fall one at a time. Even if you're ahead, not enough. Great play. That's going to keep him back in this fight. Thankfully, it gets the PA on top, but then the next 4 net worths all on 5 alive. Drow falling farther and farther behind, unfortunately.
Yeah, and I don't think they can rely just on the PA in this game. This is game 2 of the series, everybody, with 5 alive, up 1.
Yeah, that's right. If you're just joining us, I am JParty, at JPartyZ, and this is Aphrodisi Shack, bringing the recreational to you. At Aphrodisi, yeah, I like to, they can infer that yours is at least a nice fit. Getting your own Twitter handle, such an impressive catch.
Yeah, you were actually really impressed with me about that the other day. Weird though, I don't think a lot of people know how to spell it.
That could be true.
But we're not going to tell them how to spell it. They're going to have to look.
But once again, the Warlock ult coming down. Big initiate here, and that Slark, being brave, only has eyes for Drow. Oh, but Witch Doctor intercepts the pounce. Has to pop that ult early. Can they reaffirm the damage on him, though? Get him down here. It's going to wear off. Go, team, go! God, he gets the Drow down. They just don't have enough to hold him back.
Ooh, and the Slark.
Look at it go.
Oh, this could be
down.
huge right here.
Great team's ult ready to go. Let's see if they re-engage off of it.
And that slow is going to be big, but they don't.
They're going to back off here. Oh, unfortunate for Witch Doctor.
Yeah,
Gets caught by the Fatal Bonds. It's going to be a lot more damage, and the Wraith King doesn't care. He's going in. Only needs 1 auto. Oh, Earthshaker misses. It's done. Silencer in a lot of trouble now.
Bury me with my glaives.
Ouch. Ouch, ouch.
Yeah, big ouch there, especially when your main 2 carries go down first. That's not a good sign. They probably should have backed off that tower. Knowing how strong Wraith King is, knowing how much HP he has, that big stun, you can't underestimate the range of that stun. It's picked off Witch Doctor quite a distance.
Thankfully, they get Wraith King at level 10, though, so the cooldown on that ult, ridiculous right now. They can look for a re-engage for the next, 2-3 minutes, and they will not have to deal with a Wraith King ult.
Yeah, that's a good point. We haven't seen a smoke yet from this game or the previous.
Yeah, neither team. No tricks of the trade here. Basic Dota.
Yeah, it's something that we don't use often in our play, but it's something we're trying to do more and more. That's really it's one of those pro moves. They abuse smoke so often. If smoke's up, they're using it.
Yeah, absolutely. It's just a very low risk. Your support loses a little bit of gold there, but if it makes it, you catch a key hero out in the jungle, get some kills, get a sloppy engage by the other team. It can just lead to such a big momentum swing. Now this game, at least Clinkz Eastwood looking a lot better than before. The PA farm doing a good job here, staying at the top of the net worth chart against what's mostly been a slaughter by Slark, getting kills wherever he wanders.
Yeah, the difference in gold now, 5,000 in favor of the Radiant, and XP about 4,000.
Yeah. There we go. The siege of the bot lane commences. Ooh, going with the immediate counter initiate. Can they catch the Shadow Shaman before it wears off, though? And they get him down here. Oh, but the stun on the Sven is so big! And Slark has arrived, getting consumed.
Oh, that Sven just shreds him. That ult is so strong. How much damage is he doing? 200 damage with each hit. And he's going, the Silencer picks him off.
Huge stuns there. They walked right into Sven, trying to kill his support. You don't want to do that. The Blood Fury too strong on Clinkz Eastwood.
Dire's bottom tower has fallen.
I mean, this team did pick up a few stuns, but once this team starts chasing them down, a Silencer is low on mana, a Witch Doctor who just used through his casket. There's not much they can do to stop the push.
Yeah, looking in a dire situation again here. I'm surprised they did nothing to interrupt Clinkz Eastwood. Did nothing to interrupt 5 Alive, picking the exact same team comp as last game. They didn't change too much here. And they're just showing the strength of those huge AoE stuns, crushing the team as they group up there.
Yeah, also I do love the pun there, the dire situation for the dire. Great work there, Suza.
Absolutely not thinking about that. That's rough.
You gotta get your head in the pun game.
Gotta get it into the pun game there. Roshan looking to go down here. Oh, and they're just going too slow here. This is that terrible time where now they're going to get the Roshan and probably get the engage on Clinkz Eastwood.
Yeah,
Drow, stop leading the charge there. I can't believe. Oh, this is the. Ouch. That was scary.
Yeah, I mean, I'm actually not sure why they didn't engage there. You've got Warlock ults up. You've got Shaman's ult up. You've got Sven's. Yeah, you don't have Wraiths, but you know, maybe if he stays a little bit towards the end of the fight, you know, he's got that armlet. You can toggle that. I think they could have got him right there, and that maybe would have been enough to swing for a Rax.
Especially with Drow leading the charge down the blind corridor there.
Especially getting up close to Drow. You're gonna take all of that ult agility away from it.
Yeah. Well, they're gonna live to fight another day here. Let's see how well Clinkz Eastwood can stabilize. They have not lost any Rax yet. The game is never over. PA still in first place on the net worth chart. I can't believe she's maintaining that.
Yeah, her items, Battle Fury, Vlad's. I respect it. I mean, that's the way to go for me.
So much sustain.
You know, the Vlad's over the Helm of Dominator. I'm a little bit partial to the Helm of Dominator. I don't really know who the Vlad's is going to help out here, and I don't know if she actually needs that mana.
No, totally true. Lifesteal not so reliant for the rest of her team, and just not as strong as the Helm of the Dominator, particularly in terms of stacking any jungle camps. You're not going to get any utility out of Vlad's. You're going to get so much from the stolen minions on the Helm. I really enjoy Helm myself as well. Oh, but here comes the siege of top lane here. Decent-sized wave, 4 heroes, while Slark runs around and hunts down Drow across the map. Oh, and here comes that Warlock ult at top. They're going in hard on the Silencer, who gets the counter-initiate, but is there any follow-up? Where's the Echo Slam? Oh, it's nothing. Earthshaker, what were you doing?
Witch Doctor having his way with it, though.
Yeah, thankfully for the Witch Doctor, has some damage behind him. Of course, the Drow goes down to that Sparking bot. PA, not enough dodging, and they're gonna lose the turret. They lost the team. Slark not even there.
I thought they were turning it. I mean, no one was hitting that Witch Doctor. He was just channeling that ult away. The Doctor is in, as he would say, but not enough.
It was actually super unfortunate the Earthshaker missed his Echo Slam, and he was in a pretty decent position there. I think he might have got stun locked down there, and that's unfortunate for them because that's the HP swing they needed. But buying back, they need to get back here. Once again, if they lose these turrets, they're just going to be fighting such a harder battle here. Oh, Earthshaker is not strong, misses completely there.
Alright, Justin. So, J-Party, so what can they do to turn this around? Like, is there a chance they have?
Yeah, they need to save these Raxes here. That turret is definitely down, but they can defend the Rax here, and they need to take them off of here. Oh, he has an Aegis. Wraith King also up as well. Don't go for this kill, it's a bait. And now they're stuck here. They can't even try to run. They need to just auto-attack through this. Jay's back in this fight if they can take down the Slark. Silencer, your moves are up, use them. Oh, he doesn't. He's going down again. Alright, PA, now's your chance. Hunt down the Slark, and you can totally redeem yourselves. No, but the Wraith King is there with a stun, and I think with Shadow Shaman returning into this fight here, they're not going to have enough. Yep. Well, they defend the Raxes, so important, but they don't really capitalize much off of it. They get the Sven, but they're going to need more than that. Suddenly, PA drops to 4th net worth. Not where you want to be here.
J-Party, can we take a look at the Drow's
items?
I'm a little bit interested in seeing what she had. Yeah, no lifesteal, no Mask of Madness. So she was not hitting as quickly as she potentially could have been. I feel like Mask of Madness is huge on Drow. A lot of people don't exactly recommend it because of that damage increase you'll take, but being able to spit off those frost arrows as quickly as you can and get lifesteal by toggling it is huge.
Absolutely. And it just gives you a real aggression that you wouldn't normally have. It allows you to kind of pretend you're a little stronger than you are. As long as you can avoid taking aggro, but this Drow is playing so aggressive, she seems to be first into these fights here.
Yeah, pretend. Key word there. I mean, it's all about putting on those airs of...
Oh, but they crush through Wraith King here. That's what they need here. This team losing their backbone. He's definitely been the main engage for them. Now that he's dead, we'll see if they're a little scared here. Looking on the Slark. Ooh, some hits off. See, this is what I'm talking about. Drow hits so hard, even so behind in this matchup. That ult is just so strong here. Oh, but here comes the Sven, and Sven does hit even harder. Goodbye, Drow.
Yeah, and that's the problem with overextend. Like, I know the rush you get as playing as Drow. You want to keep staying on someone, but you need to be aware of where the other teammates are, because if one person picks you off, you're going to crumble quicker than you can.
Hey, there's that silence they need, but unfortunately the Warlock ult is out, the snakes are out, the damage is there. Hey, look at that PA popping up, moving some supports. Goodbye, Shadow Shaman, you've been erased here. Oh, but can they defend this turret here? I think the snakes are too much, but they might be able to defend the Raxus.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Silencer, going hard here. Oh, but Slark is there for the follow-up. Oh, but he gets the crit and takes down Sven. Well played by the PA there.
Fine assassin.
Oh yeah, here we go. Getting Slark here with the Echo.
Shakedown.
I'm actually unsure if the Serpent Wards count for Echo Slam stacks. I know they don't take damage from the Echo Slam, but I'm unsure if they count as units.
I would think if they can't take damage from it, they wouldn't. But,
Yeah, I'm not sure. Subtlety of the game, I definitely don't know. I'd have to test that.
yeah, let us know in the chat.
Yeah, maybe someone knows. That'd be awesome. Because he gets the kill there, does enough damage to take down the Slark, and that's so important. Slark and Wraith King topping the charts for net worth here.
Double damage.
And the Warlock picking up that DD.
GD, the
doing
fear. The fear.
Over 200 in damage.
Yes, the Warlock autos. Something you don't expect to be hitting so hard.
Crushing the Centaurs.
Yeah, getting that jungle on. Wants to leave the strong one. Only needs a little bit of gold. Doesn't want to get greedy.
So no racks taken here, J Party. I mean, the game is still definitely in favor of 5 Alive. So what does Clinkz Eastwood need to do to turn this thing around? Well, is there a specific item they can build? Does someone need to farm up? What's the key here?
Absolutely, they need to start getting as greedy as they can with farm. Particularly those supports just need to start dumping money in towards Earthshaker at this point. Unfortunately, you're not going to get any more items. You have your Blink Dagger. Get out there, try to get some aggressive wards out. Know where they are. They need to catch someone is what they need to do. Take some risks here. This is where the smokes would come in handy. They could pretty much smoke into their own top jungle there and wait. Catch someone coming up one of those ramps at the blind spot there. Unfortunately, they're going to just shove right at mid. They know there's no turret here. Force a fight under these racks. And this is not what they want. They're going to be fighting on 5 Alive's terms here. Particularly if Slark can catch someone. Ooh, a good divide by the Earthshaker, but do they have enough to actually take the Slark down until the rest of the team catches up?
No, they don't.
They don't.
That was rough.
Yeah, the Witch Doctor getting as much work as he really possibly can there. But unfortunately, only Shadow Shaman dead in the fight. Oh, but Drow is able to snipe down the Warlock. Can she get away here?
Dire's middle barracks are under attack.
That Sven unfortunately does not have the mana. Oh, but the Slark is there with the pounce.
Sounds are going on Wraith.
Yeah, but his ult is up.
Yeah, and that's the biggest thing. It's getting the drop on them. Maybe a more preventative global ult from Sound could have stopped those Serpent Wards. But once they were dropped, that was not the place they wanted to fight, and they got stuck there.
No, absolutely, and this is approaching the end quickly. GG here, the Slark does a great job. Dan Tack ending the game 17, 3 and 10 as a mid Slark doing his job exactly as he should. Well played. 5 Alive looking so strong, running the exact same team comp pretty much in both games here. Those heavy stun heroes, big AoE initiates. So strong. I always emphasize that, particularly at this level. People know how to play Dota. These are people that watch the pros. They know what's up. The execution is the hard part. And those big impact AoE stuns are so easy to use, so easy to land, so strong as a 5-man group. And they show you right there, man. Nothing special. 2-1-2 lane setup. No stacking. No creep pulls. Pretty much no wards. Just winning with those bruisers. Stuns win games. I think we've all learned that from Ability Draft, showing it works in the real game as well.
Stuns do win games. Drow with 0 kills. That's rough. Slark just being able to dominate that field. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know, J Party. I was a little bit excited to see a Drow and a Phantom out there on the same team. But you can't let a team run the same exact team comp. We've seen that in the internationals. You know, when you let a team dictate the first game, they run you down, and you let them choose the same exact characters, they're gonna do the same exact thing again. You don't need to, like, there's no doubt about it. They're not gonna switch it up. If they're able to, they're not gonna fix what's not broke.
Yeah, so unfortunately, Clinkz Eastwood knocked out. They go down 0-2-0-2 in this tournament. An unfortunate run for them, but hey, we enjoyed the look of their teams here. The Drow, the Phantoms. Shaq, your absolute favorites here. I'm glad I could continue to make fun of you for loving those two heroes after the performance in this game, though. And Clinkz Eastwood moving on to the losers bracket round 2 here. They are fighting for their lives to stay in this tournament, and they could do it. Looking good. I love it. That team comp. I bet you they like that one.
Yeah, I think you mean Five Alive, and yes.
So you're right here. I'm looking at the wrong names.
Yeah, but if you said Clinkz has dropped out, then they're out. They join Game is Hard, as kicked out of the tournaments. They can hang out with us, probably grab a beer, talk about.
Yeah, I'll always buy the losers a bear. Always.
Buy them a bear and buy them a beer.
Whatever they're into here. Dan Tack doing so good. Want to re-emphasize on the mid, looking so strong in both games here. Played melee heroes up against powerful ranged mid lanes and still wins both games. It's like counterpicking yourself and then winning, showing that he can dominate when needed. So Dan Tack doing a good job.
Yeah, ending items. You've got Earthshaker with exactly what he needed. He just needed to get those arc boots and those blink. Witch Doctor not able to get an Ag Staff, though his ults were doing a lot of work. Maybe that would have been the game changer right there if he had instead maybe gone for that instead of the mech. PA with the Vlads. Once again, we think that a Helm of Dominator may have been the better choice there. Silencer, not a lot of farm on him. Once again, him with an Ags would have been huge. Anything to boost that intelligence. He did get that 4-staff, but he just was not able to build much.
No, absolutely. Hey, worth noting, guys, so Five Alive moves on. They're going to be playing regular Dangerous and Losers Bracket round 2 here. Maybe we can talk a little bit about the next rounds. Round 3 of the Winners Bracket, quickly approaching the end of that. We're going to have Poutine King Bar versus Venomancer I Hardly Knew Her. That's in the next Winners Bracket round. And Pitlord Meta versus Potato Day. That is round 3 of the Winners Bracket, coming up soon here at the Rektreational.
Yeah, Poutine King Bar. I was in Canada the other week, J Party, and let me tell you, poutine is everything you think it is.
Is it?
Yeah, that gravy on those cheese curds, I recommend it every time. I love the names. Venomancer Hardly Knew Her. That maybe is one of the best ones that we've seen in the Rektreational so far.
I think my vote for best name. Really well played and good play by the team. Nothing like having a creative name and the skill to back it up. Venomancer Hardly Knew Her still in the winners bracket, doing a good job here.
Awesome. Well, looks like we're good to go here, guys. Everyone, thank you for joining myself, Afro DZ Shack, and J Party. It has been a blast. You'll probably see us a little bit further on in the tournament, maybe alongside old AC. That'd be nice. Quite the treat. Get 3 of us on a microphone together, just dumbing it down for him.
AC Slater, very knowledgeable guy. I love the guy. We hung out with him. Yeah, hope to see you guys soon. Thanks again, whoever was here watching with us. That was a short but sweet set of matches there.
Yeah, and everyone enjoy their Saturday. Go get some sun and hydrate.
All right, guys. Thanks again. We'll be back. J Party, Afro DZ Shack, coming into your eardrums. And are we out?